Hey, it's Astrodee. So this is where relationships and synastry is my specialty, and I love throwing some flavor and simplicity onto understanding astrology. So I hope everyone and you who's watching had a lovely week. For those who don't know, my name is Arisha, aka Astrodee, and like I said before, you know, relationships and synastry is my specialty. So this video, I'm going to be discussing this week's horoscopes for each sign, and I'm going to be talking about the love scopes for each sign. So I know it's quite an interesting time with all of these retrogrades we had, and then on top of that, we have Venus about to go into retrograde October 6th. Hold on, okay? Before I get into all that, let's just stick with this week, what's going on this week, right? So what I liked when I looked at the sky and I was getting into my, my studies, understanding things, is I saw there was a grand trine in the sky this week. And it's not like that in the future weeks. So really take advantage of the possibilities that could occur this week. So I hope you like, share, subscribe to this page, leave a comment and let me know how your week's going. Let me know about last week as well. And also make sure if you have any questions, you're following me at Astrodee stars5 on Instagram. So now, on September the 5th, we have the planet Mercury entering into Virgo at 10:39 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, right? Saturn. Okay, I said Saturn goes direct, all right, 2 degrees in Capricorn. This is on September the 6th. And on the 9th, you know I like talking about love, y'all. We got Venus entering into Scorpio. And then that same, like the next day, it's on the 9th. There's a new moon. We have 7 degrees in, Virgo. It's in Virgo, and I have it written here literally in Virgo. But I need to take notes. I got to do that. It's important. Oh, distraction. So, and I really wanted to put on my damn air conditioner, but I didn't feel like getting all the comments in the, comments like, dude, I hear that sound and I couldn't listen to your whole video because of that sound. Oh my God. And then one person leaves a comment and then everybody just trails onto that comment, and then all of a sudden they start hearing the sound. So it's like, dude, I'm about to be hot up in here and start glistening and stuff with this camera trying to make the sounds right. So the next video next week, you're gonna hear the air conditioner because I don't feel like getting up and cutting it on. So I'm gonna talk slow and fan myself. But next time, I don't care. Y'all gonna hear a little buzz. And I always say, just tune it out. And also something I wanted to address. And at first I was like, Dee, why would you even address this? Like, what are you talking about? This is crazy. But however, my angle in astrology is to teach it, and or so that people can learn from me and learn it on layman's terms in a real simple way, even though it's not a simple science. This is very complex, astrology. So there was a comment I made in my last video about 2 weeks ago. It's been a crazy month, but the last video I made a comment and I said, you Capricorns are mean. I don't like Capricorns. You guys are mean. The slew of comments that I got for that, I was so surprised. I was like, oh my God, are you serious? Somebody was like, you're annoying. Like, you don't ever get personal with your readings. You're annoying. So I said to myself, okay, let me explain this, because it was even on my fault. So it's my apology for even saying that, because it's like impossible what I said. There's something in my eye. It's driving me crazy. But anyway, it's almost impossible what I said. There's no way that you can totally hate a sign. Signs are Capricorn, Gemini, whatever, Aquarius. These are descriptions of energies. Okay, energies and descriptions of styles of energies here. Okay, so I cannot hate a style. Well, it cannot flow with you. Capricorn does not flow with my Mercury energy. So in that case, yeah, but you cannot dislike a sign. If anybody comes to you and says they dislike Capricorns, they dislike Pisces, they don't know much about astrology and they're still learning. I said it just because I was just joking around. But, you gotta be careful on here sometimes. So, for me to say that I don't like Capricorn, always remember, we embody all of the 12 signs. All right, so you have Capricorn energy somewhere in your chart. I have Capricorn energy somewhere in my chart. So for me to say I don't like Capricorn, I'm saying I don't like myself, and so on. Okay, so going back to here, Venus entering Scorpio. Venus is beginning shadow period. All right, but we got this beautiful grand trine in the sky. I think this is a time for everybody to be able to really dig deep into love and romance, because you know I like talking about love and romance. I think it's time, and I'm wearing pink and all that stuff. You know, my big pink shirt. It's probably the only pink shirt I ever own. But you know, in the sense of going deep, Venus in Scorpio is not about the surface. It's not about, oh, you're cute. It's about, like, I feel your soul. You know, I had a dream about you the other night, and I'm just vibrating to you, and I want us to, I have visions of eternity with us, right? That's Venus in Scorpio energy. So if you guys, if you want to light laissez-faire type love, I don't think, just stay in the house. Don't even try to go out. Don't even try. But if you guys are out there looking for something pretty serious and pretty deep, you know, depending on where Venus is in your chart, depending on what's going on in your chart, you know, something might hit, something pretty deep. Oh, that was the fan that I thought I was going to put on, and it's like broken, so let me fix this fan. I need to throw that in the garbage. It is bad feng shui to keep things that don't work. So anyway, and also, like I said, I'm going to go through all signs, so I'm going to break this down, Venus and Scorpio, and what happens with it for you. So with that being said, okay, this is that deep love time, right? Mercury is going to be entering into Virgo, all right? And when Mercury does, it's going to offer a grand trine to Saturn and Uranus, which I think is pretty cool. I mean, this is deep intellect. This is like smarts of the smarts going in, like, you know, it's the smart signs like all coming together. Mercury is about intelligence, right? Uranus is that higher octave of Mercury, even higher intelligence. And Virgo is about the details, going into the details and really picking apart, you know, what matters, what's important, what can be helpful for me. And depending on where this Mercury in Virgo is, I mean, you can have a clear scope of what's going on. Damn it, that thing is still on. I thought I cut it. Okay, excuse the interruption. Okay, so with that energy being said, I mean, Venus is also hitting this Mercury very nicely as well. So discussing the words of love in a deep manner, because remember that Venus is in Scorpio. So this is about really, oh my God, this time is just, it's a very pensive time. A lot of things, we're getting to the root of things, to the bone, the nitty gritty of, you know, circumstances, and especially, you know, the thoughts and the way we're communicating to people. This is now, you know, no surface communication. This isn't, oh, you know, I like you. It's like, no, I see a life with you. You could possibly be my soulmate. Type of conversation that comes up here. However, but Virgo is, like I said, digging through the details, being hypercritical, and Venus and Scorpio is, like I said, seeing through the soul and seeing what's underneath the surface here. All right, Saturn moves direct, okay, and with that, it's unlocking a lot of where we felt restricted. You know, Saturn going in retrograde, it goes even deeper within where we feel Saturn's effects within our lives even more, even stronger on an internal level, if anything. So that going forward. And but what's awesome is, you know, Saturn does act up when it's about to go forward, but the cool part about this is Saturn, like I said, it's in great aspect. It's hitting Uranus really nicely. It's hitting Mercury really nicely. So I mean, you know, it is going to act up a little bit, but you got some promise here. I mean, if you were doing good, if you were doing the right thing, the reward should absolutely come with this type of weather, you know, and you might even see it starting this week here. So I want to talk about Venus entering into Scorpio for all the signs. Disclaimer, because you know you got to talk about your disclaimer now. I'm using whole signs talking about this, right? I'm using whole signs, getting a general description of what's going on. These are general whole sign predictions, okay? General whole sign predictions. This is the idea, you know, what's going on, but it's helpful as an idea. I absolutely think, you know, I'm totally a fan of looking at whole sign ascendant predictions. You can also look at your ascendant, sun, and moon. You know, you can, but main heart of your chart is your ascendant, so starting with that, and yeah, find out where your ascendant is. is by knowing the time of birth. That's the only time you can do it. So find out what time it is. Get on a birth chart calculator. Find out what time it is. You can learn it yourself. Understand how to interpret your chart, or you can get a chart interpreter, right? And follow the link in the description. Hit me up if you'd like to get a reading with me, or any questions about this. So also leave a comment. Leave a comment and let me know how this Venus in Scorpio is hitting that love line, okay? So for Aries, it's going to be in your 8th house, right? This is a very nice time for intimacy for you. You can really expand and grow through sharing with people, allowing yourself to receive gifts, things, beautiful things, especially now. You know, receive education, receive teachings from people, but receive and do it happily, because know that through receiving you can absolutely grow and become an absolutely better person. So I think that's awesome. And also through receiving you can receive guidance, right? Guidance on how to heal yourself, how to heal the physical, how to heal the mental hurts and scars that are going on there. So allow yourself to receive healing, allow yourself to receive relief from debt as well, okay? That's pretty nice. It's always nice to get some relief. Somebody wants to give you money to pay off something, take it. All right. So I always say love is nice. Saturn's going to be going forward in your 10th. Mercury is going to be moving in your 6th. So I say love is nice, but use the love you get. Use whatever money, use whatever resources you get to make work better, okay? To make that work life go. Saturn in the 10th, releasing whatever restrictions were on your reputation, and Mercury in the 6th, giving you that mind, knowing what to do to get organized in your organization. Get organized in your organization within your life, okay? Taurus, this Venus-Jupiter thing is going on in your 7th house, all right? Venus entering Scorpio is going to enter with Jupiter. So you're going to have that conjunction, this beautiful love conjunction. Do you want to find love? You absolutely have the opportunity, Taurus ascendants. All Taurus ascendants having that Jupiter in your 7th house and Venus connecting, this is the time. This is the time to connect with someone. This is the time to look for partnerships in business. If you're trying to find that, if you're looking for clients, if you're trying to build up your business, this is absolutely going to work. But in terms of love, this is absolutely where love finds expansion and growth, and you can absolutely meet someone, definitely someone into the, love. This is where love teaches you things. Connecting with someone can truly bring pleasure in teaching. Learn about love as well. Learning new things about love is really important here. Saturn in the 9th, okay, and Mercury moving to the 5th, right? So basically what I'm telling you is this is about really this is the time for love. This is the right time for love and having a good time and enjoying yourself and really enjoying that present moment, Taurus. I think this is a nice thing. Brain games, okay? You will like those. Intellectual pursuits will be fun for you. All right, Venus goes into the 6th house here for Gemini. Now, Gemini, this is being able to get into the nitty-gritty of any kind of illness that you might have had. You might have been dealing with a cold or something that you couldn't figure out what it was. And now Venus going in there is kind of clearing things out, or at least making the time a little bit easier for you to get through. It's making creating a schedule for yourself a lot easier. It's making possibly being able to find love through your daily routines, through the daily things that you do, through things that you do concerning health. Okay, and I really see it more so on the healing side because you have Jupiter there. So this is a healing of a lot of old ailments, you know what I mean? This is but also a temptation to go overboard, okay? A temptation to go overboard, overindulge, kind of get maybe even luxury lazy in your routines. But a lot of luxury coming to your routine. So try to do the best you can in making everything feel nice. When you're going to the store, put on your music, right? When you're at the job, at work, bring some flowers to your job. If you're looking for love, it might be in your coworkers. You might find a new hot worker that just got employed, or you might be at the juice bar and see a hottie walking by, right? So now Saturn's in your 8th, Mercury in Virgo, giving you the right ideas about your home. Mercury in Virgo being in the 4th, 8th, 4th home. Okay, so this is really about getting yourself together on the intellectual level and really digging deep into what it is that you need in order to really be able to, you know, live your best life, live an optimal, healthy life as well, right? Cancer. Now this Venus, Jupiter issues thing is going on in your 5th house. That I think is absolutely lovely. This is definitely a time to really have a good time. Party, you know, Cancer, hook up with Gemini. Because you guys are both Gemini and Taurus, you know what I'm saying, ascendants, because you guys are both, you know, really enjoying this Venus. Everybody's really going to enjoy it, I think. Everybody's really going to have a nice week. But for, you know, it's a time to have a good time. You know, watching a dark comedy might be funny for you. You know, maybe lots of dates. Maybe it's a time to start dating. If you're not dating, then create a whole bunch of stuff. You know, maybe do a lot of paintings if you paint. You know, create a lot of shorts, write a lot. Do something in the creative, fun pursuit, because this is where your luck is. This is where your abundance is going to come. So through dating, you know, you may find out so much more about yourself. You may find ideas and inspiration about where to go through dating and having a good time. Even with kids, play with some little kids. I know that sounds strange, but I mean, just go to the park, and if their parents are there, it's like, hey, you know, kids inspire me. Jupiter's in my 5th house, and they're gonna be like, what? So yes, Saturn's in your 7th, heavy choices in love coming, breakups or makeups. That's a whole nother discussion, you know, with Saturn in the 7th house here. You know, breakups or makeups, and then Mercury's in the 3rd. It's an excellent time for studying and learning a new skill. So I think even more so in the creative pursuit, you can really, really soar in this area here. A lot of Cancers could be getting pregnant. A lot of Cancers could be getting pregnant or having babies with that Jupiter in the 5th, and you got Venus there. So baby making time could be coming through. All right, you got Leo. Now Leo, it's in the 4th, so we're dealing with, you know, beauty coming to the home, expansion. Some of you should be moving into beautiful homes. You deserve it, Leo. The queen, king, whatever you call it, you deserve to have the best, biggest, brightest, most beautiful home. The home life should be really, really nice right now. You know, a lot of people coming in to your home, you are exuding the love. All right. And if love don't come knocking on your door, other people, love's not going to knock on your door. I mean, hey, if you do Uber Eats, if you got Amazon deliveries, I did Amazon delivery. I think I'm pretty damn hot. You know how many people's doors I done knocked on? Okay, and I was single. Okay, so love could absolutely knock on your door and come to your space. So, you know, enjoy that. Enjoy expanding the home. Enjoy looking to the past with beautiful eyes and having a better, brighter perspective on it. You know, Mercury's in that 2nd house, Saturn's in the 6th. You know, use that money from the job and all that hard work you're doing at work to beautify your home. All right, to make your home a better place. Virgo. So 3rd house for Venus. So now this is where, Virgo, you learn how to speak the right way. All right. You have a lot to say this week. You got Saturn moving forward in your 5th house. Okay. Lifting off, you know, Saturn's got it. Saturn in the 5th is kind of tough. Sometimes it just kills a good time. Or it makes you have to mature about having a good time. So if you're the type that gets like so-and-so drunk, I don't want to say that on here, but if you just get like drunk, man, and you're passing out and that's your idea of a good time, something might happen. Like maybe you done got sick and got alcohol poisoning and been in the hospital, and now, you know, you can't have as much fun as you used to because, I don't know, you got some kind of issue now from drinking, and now you have to learn how to mature in having a good time. You can have a good time, but you got to grow up in that. You know what I'm saying? You got to make mature decisions while you're having fun. But you got a lot to say about this with Mercury in your 1st house this week, right? Venus. So love could be in the local area. Where are you? Okay, you better Mr. Rogers it up. You guys know I love Mr. Rogers. You guys better Mr. Rogers it up and be real cute when you're going to the store in the local neighborhood or whatever it is, because you could absolutely, possibly meet somebody local. All right, Libra, Venus is entering into the house where your value is. Where does your value lie? Where does the value lie for yourself, right? For the things that you have. You could be gaining very valuable things that you earn. creating a new value within yourself. I always think when Venus is in the second house, this is about loving yourself, along with when Venus is in the first, right? That's going to be for Scorpio too. But even when it's in the second house, really creating that value. What do I have to give, to offer that can beautify things, that can earn me wealth, spending money, buying valuable things. This is the time to really buy something nice, because you have Venus on your side in that second house of possessions, right? Saturn's in the 4th, Mercury's in the 12th. So I call it like a low-key, like a low-key progression that's going on here. If you're going to buy, use some discretion, especially if you're going to buy for your home, okay? And don't tell everybody your business. Mercury's in your 12th house. Keep it to yourself. Scorpio, this is going into your first house, so you better look good, okay? Get it together, get your hair did. I would not recommend doing anything too drastic, only because Venus is about to head into shadow. So meaning too drastic, like if you got long hair down your back, don't try to shave it. You know what I'm saying right now? I don't think this is the time to do that right now. You will regret it, and it's going to take too long for your hair to kind of grow back. So I don't know, it depends. You might have long hair, but love it on yourself. You got the glow like Leroy. Okay, so use it, Scorpio. Use that glow. More compliments. People coming at you. This is not the time for you to roll up in the DM, Scorpio. Let them come in your DM. You are exuding that beauty, and you have to receive that as well. That also goes for those 8th house Venus is in the 8th house piece. But let people pursue you and appreciate your physical flaws. Those things on you that you don't like, that you might not like, that you have, Scorpio. Love yourself. And I always love me some Scorpio ascendant. They love me too. My son goes in 7th and all that. But anyway, Sagittarius, is Venus is going in the 12th house. Right? So low-key love could begin. Could be pining too. Don't do it, Sagittarius. If there's someone that is unavailable, you stay away. You like them from afar, but you stay away. Okay? So no longing, pining stuff. This is the elusive fantasy area of love. So love could be hidden. That's the whole theme. Saturn's in the 2nd house, and Mercury's on the 10th. Yes, love could be in your heart. It could be looming in the subconscious background, dreaming about love, missing it and all that stuff. But focus on your work, okay? Saturn going forward in that 2nd house, making that money, making smart, responsible decisions about your money. Mercury in the 10th, your mind is on how you can elevate and climb while you're building your wealth and your resources and redeveloping the value that you have on yourself with Saturn being in the 2nd house. Oh my God, y'all are gonna hear a buzz next week. I am putting on the air conditioner. Okay, so Capricorn. Venus going into 11th house. Good time with friends, groups, organizations. This is where you could meet somebody at the club. They say love ain't at the club. Well, with Venus going into 11th house, yes, love could be at the club. Love could be at group organizations. Love could be that friend. Like Music Soul Child. I'm not trying to pressure you. I just can't stop thinking about you. You don't even gotta be my girlfriend. You know what I'm saying? It could be something like that where, you genuinely see how a friend is just beautiful, and you might want to pursue that. So to pursue love for you, go into the group activities, go into, organizations where a lot of people gather and events, right? So that's Capricorn, Venus, and 10th. Saturn's in your 1st, Mercury's in your 9th. Get educated through your peers. Use your peers to educate you about love. Use your peers to help you get ahead and move forward. Aquarius, Venus is in an area of your life now where you're trying to elevate. So if you're running for president, I don't know, if you're trying to run for something pretty big, you look good. There's promise there. There's promise in elevation, in career elevation, and trying to get to the next level in networking. Love could be an authority figure. Love can be somebody that's at the top, but be careful that they don't have too much control over your future. You know what I'm saying? So your reputation's starting to look good. Career pursuits should run very, very well. This is the time, Aquarius. Jupiter's up there with Venus. Jupiter in the 10th? What? You better get it. Do everything that you've always wanted to do when Jupiter's in your 10th house. Pursue everything that you can think of pursuing. This is a beautiful, beautiful week for work. And for who you are, for your reputation, getting out there in the best week. So if you're putting out a video, if you're doing anything, any kind of presentation, make it your best. It should go really, really well. Love may be at the career networking, climbing, so you better aim high. All right, don't just go for your coworker. Go for, you know, the boss, but maybe a boss of like another branch, because you don't want to get into nothing scandalous, Aquarius. All right, Saturn's in the 12th, Mercury's in the 8th. Play your cards low, because your career could blow. All right, so Pisces, Venus is entering an area where traveling may be expanding for you, educating you, right? Expanding your mind, your body, your soul. Everything in you should be expanding and looking beyond. Changing your beliefs. Maybe there is a new belief about beauty that you may have. Maybe you need to develop a new belief about yourself and the beauty that you bring, okay? The beauty that you bring to yourself. I'm so proud of myself. I'm in my time limit and I'm right on Pisces. I know I didn't mess up today. Okay, teaching, traveling for love, meeting someone overseas, being ready a lot of time, expanding your education, the love of foreign things. You will find your most love in the foreign things. Saturn is in 11th. Mercury is in the 7th house. This is truly, with Saturn moving in your 11th, you've been learning a lot of heavy lessons, Pisces, about your friends. Heavy lessons, right? Mercury's now moving in the 7th house. You're really trying to figure out how to connect properly to people, how to connect the right way. What way do I need to change my beliefs in order to connect to the right people, in order to demonstrate these lessons that I have learned with Saturn being in my 7th house about friends and connecting to people and all that good stuff. So I just got a new camera piece. So eventually you won't have to deal with me in a timer, and then it'll be a lot more smoother and my battery won't run out before I'm done with my videos. But I'm finished, and I hope that you all enjoyed this video. Make sure you're following me at Astrodee stars 5, and make sure you hit me up in the comments section and let me know how your week has been going. And if I don't get back to you right away, just know I will get back to you. It's been a crazy week. I've answered everybody's reading, so no one's waiting for a reading right now, which is lovely. Oh yeah, wait, no, somebody else's. But that's great. That's great, right? So I hope that everybody, you enjoy the rest of this week. Take advantage of this grand trine that is amazing. Okay, take advantage of it and enjoy this Venus-Jupiter conjunction coming up soon as Venus and Jupiter meet in Scorpio.